everyone, and welcome to Leatherneck Insider. I'm Riley Matthews.
And I am Hayden Donaldson. Last Saturday, the Macomb High boys and girls golf team competed in the state championship. The boys team finished with a 309, coming up short to advance to the final day. 3 seniors qualified. Connor Ham had a school best finish, coming in 4th with a 140. Glenn Sutton finished 35th with a 150, and Griffin Taylor finished in 40th with a 155. The girls team did not qualify for state, but senior Lily Vardaman qualified as an individual. She shot an 88 to qualify for the final day, where she shot a 78. She finished tied for 39th with a 2-day total of 166.
The Macomb High boys soccer team kicked off their postseason play, taking on Monmouth Roseville in the regionals. The Bombers faced off against Monmouth earlier in the season, losing 6-1. Unfortunately, they came up short, again losing 3-2. They finished off their season with a 5-10-2 record.
Last Friday, the Macomb High football team had their homecoming game against Lewistown. Max Reiner scored the first 2 touchdowns for the Bombers, putting them up 16-0. JT Jeter had a pair of interceptions in the first quarter, which gave the Bombers great field positioning. The Bombers were up 44-0 at halftime after Lewistown opted to not play the second half due to injuries. With the win, the Bombers improved to 4-3 as they take on Havana Midwest Central this Friday.
Some consider golf to be one of the toughest games mentally. One Western Illinois golfer is taking on a much different approach to the sport. WU's very own Daniel Naya has more details.
When it comes to practice, most golfers practice their wedges, drivers, and even just weightlifting. This golfer, however, takes it one step further above the rest.
You can't be on the golf course thinking about golf 12 hours at a time. It's not possible. You're going to wear yourself out. So it's a matter of really just zoning in really hard for the 10 to 20 seconds. What do you want to accomplish on this shot? Then once when it's over, it's over. You just zone out. Think of something else, whether it's your favorite sports team, you want to sing one of your favorite songs, whatever it is to get you out of that just golf zone for just a few seconds.
The people who helped Wyatt build his mental game were none other than our psychology department here at WIU.
When Dr. Lauer was here, I don't know if she's still here now, but I remember I had a meeting with her and she kind of gave me this routine to go through when I'm on the course and playing in a tournament and competition. Just a pre-shot and post-shot routine of kind of like what to do mentally and how the biggest thing that I need to focus on is acceptance.
Here with Leatherneck Insider, I'm Daniel Anaya.
The Western Illinois women's golf team competed in their final invitational of the season as they took part in the Bradley Coyote Creek Classic. Junior Natalie Hooper posted a new career best round as she shot even in the second round of the invite. The Rockford, Illinois native finished with her second best score of the season at 18 over. For the 3rd time this fall, junior Katie Tanner led the way for the Leathernecks, finishing with a score of 14 over par. The women's golf team will pick things back up in the spring.
Earlier this week, WU men's basketball team Summit League preseason teams were released. WU's very own Will Carius was named second team All-Summit. Carius averaged a team high of 14.7 points per game with a 5.1 rebounds per game. He started each of the team's 22 games last winter and is looking to continue his success in the upcoming season. Leatherneck Insider reporters Kylie Rogers and Hayden Donaldson will have football news after the break.
Western Illinois University. Our beginnings in 1902 focused on providing affordable teacher education training. We've changed with the times and excelled through the years. Today, Western is positioned for the next 100 years and beyond. Affordability of diverse academic programs, outstanding learning opportunities, and hands-on experiences provide excellent job placement for our graduates. This is Western, forever Western.
Insider, WU's football took on another conference team and hoped to get back into the win column.
WIU traveled to Terre Haute, Indiana to take on the Sycamores of Indiana State. The first half of the Leathernecks continued to be a struggle as they put up 7 points to Indiana State's 24. WIU found some light in the second half, but it just wasn't enough. The Leathernecks fell 37-27. Despite the loss, one notable performer from the game came from the captain, quarterback Connor Sampson. Sampson threw for 449 yards, which is a career best, and now sits third in the all-time single-game rankings at WIU. In that performance, he had 4 touchdowns on 36 completions, which is second most in a program game. Sampson has been etching his name in WIU football history and will continue to do so as we move into the second half of the season. Coach Elliott weighed in on the leadership role Connor has taken.
Quarterbacking is so much more than what people see, during each snap and between whistles. And it's so much more than dropping back and throwing the ball and doing all that. And Connor, as a veteran guy and who he is, and his intangibles are off the charts. And quarterbacking is making guys better around you. And they're a critical, inspirational leader to not only your offense, but your football team. And Connor, possesses those skills that it does take more than just the natural physical ability. And again, that was evident on Saturday. He was a warrior. He just kept playing, and that's what you have to do at that position, regardless of scoreboard, regardless of circumstance. You just got to go play and just keep playing. You got to live in the moment. And he's a very competitive he's a competitive guy, and he it means a heck of a lot to him. And so, as hard as that loss was, Kylie, there were obviously positives, and there are. Our quarterback is a guy that we know. We trust him more than anything. He's a guy that we trust to go into battle with. And again, that was very evident on Saturday, just how we continued to fight and make plays for us and find a way to get our football team out of a deficit and get us back in it there at the end.
Sampson and company will welcome a very strong and talented South Dakota State team. This will be a true test for WIU. Reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I'm Kylie Rod.
Thank you, Kylie. Switching to the defensive side of the ball, senior defensive back Michael Lawson has had an outstanding start to the year, tallying double-digit tackles in 3 of the 6 games so far this year. I sat down with Michael to talk about what it means to him to be a team captain for the Leathernecks.
It means the world to me. My peers really chose me. I feel like they look up to me, and I feel like I can step into the role to be a captain. So yeah, I'm very happy to be a captain.
A true leader who impacts his teammates on and off the field, exactly what you want in a player.
Coming up, next on Leatherneck Insider, the WIU volleyball team makes its way back to Macomb for the upcoming conference schedule. We will be back after the break.
Your vision.
My goal is to work at a top 100 television station as a reporter, anchor, and a producer.
Our mission.
Thanks to Western, I have a resume that would beat out most students from the top journalism schools in the country.
This is Western Illinois University.
I am a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Welcome back to Leatherneck Insider. The Western Illinois volleyball team is back in Western Hall for a 2-week homestand. Reporter Jack Bell recaps their recent road trip and previews the team's upcoming schedule.
Western Illinois women's volleyball team returns to Macomb after traveling on the road for 2 of the past 3 weeks. Their most recent trip found themselves earning their first sweep of the season against the Tommies from St. Thomas. Coach Staup shares his thoughts on the Leathernecks' play during the road trip.
Out and you sweep anybody on the road in this league, and that's awesome. I mean, that sweep at St. Thomas was fantastic for us. But now it's time to make a homestand, man. Let them come up and see what we got.
The Leathernecks have the toughest 4-game stretch of any team in the conference beginning October 14th inside Western Hall as they welcome UMKC. The Golden Eagles from ORU will be in town October 16th. Western will conclude the homestand with 2 of the top 3 teams in the conference in Omaha and Denver on October 21st and October 23rd. Coach Staup discussed his message to the team about the upcoming schedule.
We got to battle. You got to fight. You got to be tough. I mean, that's our, the Leatherneck way.
Taking a look at the roster, the team is a very young group of women. Of the 15 players on their roster, 11 of which are underclassmen. Coach Staup, as well as the upperclassmen, have created a culture of hard work and determination.
I think any place you come, you want to leave it better than when you found it, right? And that's kind of the goal. And between the second and third set, we have a little time where each position kind of goes together and talks, and you can kind of see we have leaders at all those positions. You always want to win, right? It's the W's that matter. But at the end of the day, we're looking at this is a process, and the process for us is can we keep getting better every day? And as cliche as it sounds, we want to keep pushing and be better every day. I'm just proud of them. And the thing is, it's a process, right? And the wins will come. And I keep trying to tell them that.
With Leatherneck Insider, I'm Jack Bell. Hayden, Riley, back to you.
Thank you, Jack. I had the opportunity to sit down with WU volleyball players Kennedy and Kaylin Davis to discuss the highlights from their season so far. The Davis twins have played volleyball together throughout the years and how it helped strengthen their bond as sisters. The Davis twins, Kennedy and Kaylin, have strong feelings towards volleyball since they were 9 years old. The Davis twins like the atmosphere when it comes to volleyball.
Started when we were 9 years old. We played at the YMCA. Started club when we were 12, and so I think we really loved it. When we were 12, like the competitiveness and the team.
Throughout the years of playing volleyball together, the Davis twins always supported each other.
We've always supported each other, and we're like, you can do better, you can hit harder than that. And I would just say we've done everything pretty much in our life together. So it's just we're best friends at this point. We've been best friends at this point. So it's a lot of fun,
Since being on the volleyball team, I asked the twins their favorite high point so far in their college career.
I would say one of our biggest highlights was when we beat EKU. We beat them in our, it was a 5-set match. Say that one. And also North Dakota was fun. My parents came, my little sister, so just having all of our family there, and some of our teammates' family are really close. So that's really exciting environment to be in too.
In Macomb, reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I'm Riley Matthews.
Great story, Riley. Thank you. When we come back, an impressive hire for the WIU track and field team who coached a runner at the greatest level. Stay tuned.
Taking me home, taking me home.
Here, I engineer the future.
Taking me home. Bring me back.
Here, I have countless opportunities.
Taking me home. Bring me back.
Here, I do research.
Right here at Western.
Leatherneck Insider, LaRon Williams, your WU track and field coach, has an achievement few only can embrace. Leatherneck Insider reporter Azalea Fanata has more.
A new face joins the Western Illinois track and field team. Coach LaRon Williams comes to WIU from the University of Nebraska, where he served as an assistant coach from 2019 to 2020. WIU new track and field head coach Dre Brokaw brought Williams to Macomb because his profile fit the vision of the program that he is trying to build.
LaRon has done a really good job at developing athletes who started out maybe at this level but finished their college careers achieving great results.
Being here with him, we can accomplish this together. We can turn it back into what it used to be and even better.
The former All Big 12 honoree found track and field by accident in high school, but has been in love with the sport ever since. He understands what it takes to be an elite athlete with his experience in Jamaica, rubbing shoulders with elite sprinters and jumpers, and in coaching a 200-meter Tokyo Olympic silver medalist Kenny Bednarek. The Olympian sprinter thanked Coach Williams personally for his contribution on Twitter.
Kenny was a great athlete for me. I'm looking for the next Kenny. I kind of wanted to be the person who can help kids grow in the sport. The way I coach is I progress you as fast as you can progress. What an athlete needs to get to the next level. Some coaches just think an athlete will just poof, magically run, 10 flat. No, it's a coach athlete marriage.
Reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I am Azalea Pinota.
Thank you, Azalea. That's all the time we have today. Give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram, and be sure to like us on Facebook. Leatherneck Insider will be back next week. And until then, I am Hayden Ballinson.
And I am Riley Matthews. Thanks for tuning in and have a great night.